everyone's special, which makes everyone not, if that makes sense. So the best thing to do with setting programs, I started with Ernie Frantz, and that's when I took off. When I tried my program with myself, I trained for 5 years before powerlifting, before Ernie, and you know, I worked my butt off, 6 days a week for like a 13, 15 total. And that was just reading every magazine, reading every book, and trying to like, well, this guy does this, so I'm gonna try and copy this. And when I started training with Ernie, I started in September, my next meet was in March, and my next one was like a 1768. So it was like less than a year, I put like 450 pounds on my total. And Ernie had the simplest program. I mean, there was no like pseudoscience to it. There was 0 percentages. He wouldn't let us, like we tried to bring boards to the gym, he'd throw them out. There was no bands or chains happening. It was super simple, but it was, you're pushed as hard as you could with it. So that was the point where I realized that like the super scientific, you know, the templates work if you're with a person who knows that, but it's the work, you know. So I've trained at, not seriously, not part of the West Side crew, but I've gone out to West Side. We're going there once a month for a little bit, or you know, we've trained in the sweatshop. We're trained with Marshall Johnson up in North Dakota. Trained with Donnie Thompson for a weekend, and we trained all these different big monsters. They all have their own training programs. It's all different, but they all just work unbelievably hard, you know. So as far as setting up a program for me, I've picked and chosen from everybody I've worked with. But as far as setting up a program for yourself, man, it almost doesn't matter as long as you pick one that you know works, and then you just do it as hard as you can. My program has pretty much stayed the same since about 2011, 2012. I do a 4-week wave for my main movement, so it's a heavy light, medium light, and heavy week is a single usually. It could be a heavy double if I'm not feeling good that week. I want to go a little bit lighter. Light week is usually raw. As a geared lifter, like my raw work is programmed like accessory work almost. So light weeks are raw, they're higher reps. My medium week could be like a 3-rep or a 2-rep or a 5-rep, depending on how I feel. And usually one of the 2 light weeks is a super high rep, like a 20-rep set. And there's lots of ways to make those harder. But the 4-week wave, my heavy light, medium light, that's a Frantz thing. He starts everyone heavy light. It's a 2-week wave, and he's progressive to a 3, then for me it's a 4. My accessories though is something I took from kind of the sweatshop from Louis Simmons out of West Side, where my accessories go in 4-week kind of ramps or pyramids, where it's the same accessory movements for 4 weeks. And every week they either get higher reps, heavier, or less rest, or more sets. So every week they just get harder for the accessory movements.